What is up, guys? It's Dallas from Dallas in Wonderland, and today we are at Epcot's Canada Pavilion, which, if you don't know, is my favorite pavilion. And today in this video we're going to discuss why exactly it is my favorite through various fun facts, tidbits, and history. So stay tuned and we will learn a thing or two today. But before we begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. My handle is @It'sMikeDallas. Again, that's @It'sMikeDallas, which is @It'sMyName, Mike Dallas. Let's begin. So I personally think that the Canada Pavilion is severely slept on. As you may have heard, drinking around the world, if you're not starting at Mexico, you are doing it wrong. While that may be the case, to each their own. I love a drink or two at Canada. They have some pretty good options, which we will discuss. But to start us off today, we will be walking by the Hotel de Canada, which is a huge landmark at the Canada Pavilion, inspired by the architecture of the Chateau Laurier in Ottawa. Now, while this hotel looks like it stands at 6 stories tall, it's actually not. It's simply 3 stories tall, and that is because of an Imagineering technique which is often discussed all throughout the Walt Disney World Resort and other parks around the world. This technique is called forced perspective, in which the windows and the floors at the bottom of the building look larger than the ones at the top, and they get smaller and smaller as you start facing the top of this building. That kind of gives you the illusion that the building is a lot taller than it actually is. This is most commonly seen in Main Street at Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, and other parks, in which you walk down the street, the windows on the bottom of the building larger than the ones on top. Kind of give you that illusion again that everything is getting smaller because everything is way taller than it actually is, but it is not. It's simply just a fantastic Imagineering technique that is still used to this day. Now, as is the same with many of the pavilions at Epcot's World Showcase, Canada is also funded by the Canadian government, at least it was when it first opened. And that is primarily because they wanted to avoid any Canadian stereotypes. We know stereotypes are offensive, they're wrong, and they're very misleading, so very wise of them to make that choice right off the bat. Now, following the idea and the courtesy of avoiding stereotypes, Disney was sure to ensure that these totem poles were fully authentic to their Canadian origin. This is also due in part to the fact that the original totem poles that were made for the pavilion seemed too caricature-y. So they invited an actual Canadian artist named David Boxley to hand-carve 2 wooden logs in front of Epcot guests. And these 2 logs still stand to this day, alongside one of the cartoony totem poles, which were made by Disney. And fun fact, one of those totem poles features a hidden Mickey, which we're going to take a look at right now. You can definitely see the difference between the totem poles. Like, this is the one that was provided by Disney, made out of fiberglass. Meanwhile, we have these 2 here, which were carved by hand by David Boxley and are made entirely out of wood. Like, just look at that woodwork. It is absolutely incomparable. A great move on their part. Now, hidden Mickey time, because there's always a hidden Mickey somewhere. If you look up close by the side of this totem pole, you will see a hidden Mickey. Very sneaky, but it wouldn't be a hidden Mickey if it was not sneaky. If you ever wondered what you'd look like as a totem pole, this is a spot to live out that fantasy. Now, I'm standing in front of the Northwest Mercantile, which is one of my favorite shops. Again, I do simp for the Canada Pavilion. But this shop is really cool because the exterior and the interior is made to appear as if you are in a wooden cabin 100 years ago in British Columbia. And you can definitely see that as you enter the shop here, as everything looks very, very as it was. Aside from the electricity, you know. It's still 2022. And as is with every pavilion at Epcot, you have your pin trading center. They did a really nice job with ensuring that all the merchandise looks pretty authentic to its source. I love this shirt. Epcot World Showcase. And towards the back of the shop is where you'll find the bar. It's a pretty chill bar also. A fun fact about this location is that this bar that we see towards the back of the building wasn't always there. It actually used to be right in front of this wall here with the beautiful with the beautiful carving. And you can kind of see some of the footprints from when that was the case. Not sure exactly why they moved it, but we are over here now. And going along with the theme of forced perspective, which is used in Main Street, the Hotel de Canada, and so on, the same technique is also used in the Rockies, which are towards the back of the Canadian Pavilion. Also a great photo spot and date spot if you are not aware. And now we are standing right outside of the Rockies, as you can see. Very spectacular view, all man-made. It's honestly incredible. And following the Rockies, as you make your way down these steps is where you'll find Canada Far and Wide. Next show, 0 minutes. Alright, I guess we're going to Canada Far and Wide.
You guys enjoy the show?
Now walking right past the Rockies and right past the Hotel de Canada, you will see the Victoria Gardens. And they're quite beautiful, especially around this time of the year. Now what's quite cool about the Victoria Gardens is that they are heavily inspired by the Butchart Gardens in Victoria near British Columbia. So of course there's a little bit more of that incorporated into our Canadian Pavilion as well. Now as we know, Canada is far up north on the planet, and due to being far up north, it's cold up there. There's a lot of snow. The weather is far different than it is down here in Orlando, Florida. In order to continue this illusion of being in Canada, there are white flowers planted at various locations in order to add the illusion of snow, which is a great idea for the illusion of snow, and B, it just goes along with Epcot's theme and idea of having various flora and plants and such from all around the world. I have yet to go to Le Cellular Steakhouse, but I've heard great things about it. That's something for another day though, but it'll leave a little bit of Canada left for us to explore later. Just that menu alone looks pretty exquisite. You have the prime beef tartare, Prince Edward Island mussels, bison strip loin. Yeah, no, this is definitely something we're gonna do. So you should definitely expect a Le Cellular Steakhouse vlog in the near future. There's also almost always a Canadian music artist that is set to perform at the stage at Epcot's Canadian Pavilion. As you can see, there's a show going on right behind me, and I'm all about it.
If I change, you're lovely, but it's not for sure. I won't ever change. I know my love is real. I know my love is true. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I know where my soul is. I know where my home is. Baby, all I need from you is I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I know where my soul is. I know where my home is. Your faith in me.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I love doing this, and I'm really excited I got to share my favorite pavilion with you all. I will be doing a video for every pavilion at Epcot, so there's more to come. I'm going to be doing the UK next. I'm going to kind of work my way around like reverse drinking around the world, because why not? We're not drinking, in this video at least. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and follow my Instagram and TikTok, which both have the same handles at It's Mike Dallas. That's at It's and my name, Mike Dallas. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.